I was flying back to London after visiting my family in Vancouver. I was flying alone because my husband had returned earlier due to work commitments. I felt fine. I felt okay. Enjoyed the flight. About 2 hours outside of London, I began feeling quite ill. I continued to feel worse and worse. So I did mention it to a member of the cabin crew. They were fantastic. They made sure I was drinking enough water and checking on me and that I was warm enough and covered me with blankets. And about an hour outside of London, there were 2 or 3 members of the cabin crew with me at that time who were great. They were quite concerned. They told me that they felt they should have an ambulance waiting when the plane landed, and I honestly didn't want to make a fuss. They were very insistent, and they took fantastic care of me all through the last part of the flight, through the landing. They checked on me all the time. There was an ambulance there. The crew stayed with me even though the paramedics were there. Again, I said, no, I'm fine. I'll just go home. It'll be fine. They absolutely wouldn't hear of it. They knew better than I did that I was really, really ill. And I just thought that was just the most amazing thing, that just based on their skill and their training and their professionalism, they were not going to let me get off that plane. They had the ambulance there. And just because of that training, they were able to tell, much better than I was, how truthfully ill I was and how desperately I needed to get to a hospital. So I absolutely, if they hadn't insisted, it doesn't even bear thinking about what could have happened. When I came home, I had a chance to write a really glowing letter to British Airways, absolutely glowing, commending the crew, their professionalism. Strangest thing was, and I've often mentioned this to my husband, I never heard from British Airways management once. I got get well cards from the crew, I got phone calls from the crew, and that I just thought, these people, they really do care.